Hey everybody. The way I'm taping this, it's kind of hard for me to keep my eyes on the camera, so it's going to look like I'm looking away from you a lot. But my wife and myself are down now in Central Florida. We are at a place called On Top of the World. And we just left the Villages. We were down at the Villages, and I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I thought, should I make this video or should I not? And the only reason I'm making this is because I think it can help somebody that might be traveling to this area, doing the same thing that we did, because I can save you some time and I can save you some effort. And I think that some people will really appreciate what I have to say before they come. So we went down to the Villages. We flew into Orlando, got our rental car, went to the Villages, had a great time. We stayed behind the Brownwood Hotel, and it was called a lifestyle visit. And there's a guy named Rusty on YouTube that talked about his lifestyle visit. And this isn't really this isn't about that. It's not about the homes. As you can see now here, on top of the world, beautiful little homes. But this is about the comparison between On Top of the World and the Villages. We love the Villages. We're active people. And we could hop on the golf cart. We could be at a pool that had people in it. We could be at a restaurant. We could get something to eat. We could buzz to something to shop. We could go to the Court Square and listen to some music. Man, there was stuff going on. We loved it. We loved it. It was great. We liked it a lot. Fit us. You know, we're preparing to move into another stage of our life here at some point, and this trip was just to kind of get our bearings and start looking at different options and, you know, what's coming down the road and all that kind of thing, like some of you may very well be at in your life right now. You know, this might be a better background for you instead of looking in this garage. Sorry about the shaking too. I don't have anything. I'm just doing this straight off my cell phone. But I have some important things I think can help some of you and can maybe stop you from making a big mistake. So we love the Villages. We checked out. We drove, it's pretty close, maybe a half hour, just a guess. I'm not exactly sure, but maybe 40 minutes at the tops. It's pretty close. But you want to check out both places, right? You know, maybe you've heard about it On Top of the World. Maybe you've heard of the Villages and where you're going to end up and where you're going to light, you know, when you start reaching those retirement years. Love the Villages. Came here to On Top of the World. And it is definitely an older age group. Not only is it an older age group, but there's not much to do. It's got some very, very nice areas, very nice homes, and guess what else? It has some very bad areas with some very bad looking homes where maintenance hasn't been done. I'm just going to tell you like it is. So you've got these houses like behind me, and you've got 2,000, 3,000 square foot houses that are kept up and look nice. And I'm telling you, I could take you right over here and see some places that are run down. I mean, run down hard. The Villages was classy all the way around. Let me show you what we're looking at out the back of our property here. Let me turn this around. it's just not the Villages style. And you know, nothing against the folks over there. I'm just saying, we were looking for a nice spot to land at some point, and we didn't expect it inside on top of the world, and we didn't expect it outside our back door either. But like I said, nothing against some folks. I'm just telling you, hey, this is what it's like. Not only that, there ain't much to do here. I am sorry I am here. Not exactly a joyous occasion. But how do you know if you don't come? So I came, and I'm hoping this saves you. Don't book nothing here unless you're wanting to have a lifestyle where you're not going to do much of anything, where you want one of their newspapers once a month instead of every day like at the Villages. If you want music every great now and then instead of every night. If you want to drive out here where they're doing 50 mile an hour, 3 lanes of traffic. They had someone from On Top of the World show us around today. Guess what they did? Spent about a half hour inside On Top of the World and spent about 2.5 hours out in Ocala. There ain't nothing here. There ain't much here when you compare it to the Villages. Now, if you want to live in an area where it's very quiet, where there's not a whole lot shaking, this is your spot. If you want an area that has something going on, you can stay home if you want, you can do it if you want, you want to check out the Villages. So I know this might have sounded tough to some people, but did you tune in here for me to give you lollipops or to tell you my honest opinion? I know there's got to be people that have felt like me in the past, and I know that there's going to be people that feel like me next week too. Now, they do have things going on. They've got a group that puts together model train sets here, and they've got some doggy parks, and they do allow you to put up a fence, and they've got some gardens. You can grow some tomatoes in if you want to. I'm just saying, if you want an active lifestyle, don't book nothing here. Drive through, check me out. All right, guys, I'm not going to run this thing on forever, but I told you how I feel. So, all right, blessings to you, and hope this saves somebody some heartache.